And we're back on Daisy's Outlaw. We just reviewed Hush Hush, which was a thriller drama, but now we are here to give you the next title on the list. And we are talking about Babli Bouncer. What were your thoughts on this movie?
Well, I was excited about this movie mainly because of the fact that it is Madhur Bhandarkar's comeback movie after a long gap. And Madhur Bhandakar is known to create movies and write movies and direct movies from female lens. I mean, before doing Babli Bouncer, he did movies like Fashion, in which it shows the life of a model in ramp models and their lives, and from a ramp model's lens. And that was Priyanka Chopra's one of her biggest movies till date, but also one of her best performances. He did movies like for women who are prostitutes. I mean, he actually approached these subjects very sensitively through the lens of the woman. So I was really looking forward to Bubbly Bouncer because he's exposing and exploring a very nuanced domain. It is the fact that there are so many female wrestlers in Haryana, which is a state just outside in the outskirts of Delhi. There's so many female wrestlers and fighters that the entire supply of clubs club bouncers comes from that part of the world, and these women are state champions. They go to games. I mean, it is a known thing that if you are a woman and you're fighting MMA, or you're doing weights, or you're doing boxing, you will be from, or wrestling, you will be from that state. So this entire movie was supposed to explore how this girl from Punjab actually gets a job as a bouncer, a female bouncer in a Delhi nightclub, and her life, literally her aspirations, and how she evolves in her life. But I thought it was very exasperating to watch it, because there were times when I'm watching it and I'm like, shit, I can't watch it anymore. Not only because it was drawn out a little bit, but also because that entire uh, the woman just didn't click. The story and her evolution just didn't click. She's very bumbly. The plot is very hackneyed. It is just the way she approaches life is very fleetingly written. There's no depth to her character. It's not even layered properly. So you come across as a bumblehead, and she literally makes her way to Delhi because she thinks that this guy who said hi to her at a wedding is interested in her. She lands there and she proposes to him, and he's like, "Dude, look at you! You can't even speak properly. You when you eat, you burp, and you're not supposed to be in proper society. You're just a bouncer. What am I going to tell my friends, that I'm dating a bouncer?" So he literally drops it like a hot potato, which leads her to really change her life. She goes and starts learning how to speak. She goes to classes. She can finally clears her 10th grade exams after many years of failing at it. But all of that comes across as very fleetingly done, without any layers to this woman's character. The layering doesn't sit well, and it was a big disappointment, because the story could have been an amazing story. I mean, it's a Star Studios presentation. Jungly Pictures produced it, and it is streaming on Disney Hotstar, which is Hulu for us. But again, uh, it just doesn't rise. It, Sometimes I felt the writing was good. Sometimes I felt, oh my god, it's so exasperating, unlayered, that I just the more she makes her situation bad, the more I didn't empathize with her. I just wanted to shut the television. So from that perspective, I don't think it made any sense. Tamanna Bhatia, who plays Babli, the bouncer in this movie, she totally over made up. I mean, she's got nails. Her lingo is completely unvarnished, and she's loud and high the entire time, which kind of kills the vibe quite a lot. But this is a story of a spirited young woman's battle for freedom in a male dominated society, but that entire plot just doesn't reveal itself, and the entire empathy towards the main character just doesn't land. Of course, there are the great actors, Saurabh Shukla, who plays, who's a wrestling guru, and her father, he's completely supportive of her, but in the framework of a male-dominated society. Then her mother, who sees no reason why a girl should be wasting her time in a wrestling pit, at the first time. But then she has a best friend, called Pinky, who actually relocates to Delhi to be a school teacher, so she actually moves in with her. But I think the best understated character in this entire movie was played by Sahil Ved, who is actually the guy who wants to marry her. He's a local boy, and he's a bouncer as well, and it's through him that she gets a job of a bouncer. Even in the scenes where she's trying to manage people in the bar, in the club, especially women who want to just create a ruckus and walk out without paying their bills. All of those are very, they weren't well written. Of course, her former math teacher's son, for whom she falls on his way from, he's come from London and he's in Dubai, in Delhi. All of those, they're very cliched, because the moment she saves his life, from a gun-toting guy, a gun-toting goon, he becomes a fan of hers. I mean, it was so, I love simple plots, but this wasn't simple enough to get my empathy. It just lacked the layering. The character isn't established. The character becomes squeaky and loud after a little while, and it's just ad nauseum, ad infinitum of really content that just doesn't land.
Well, and we hope you like that review. We are here